They wouldn't believe if I told them. But who am I to say what I sold them? I lived it like a proof of concept. Test subject 0, version 45. Not like the hitman, but I make hitman. Subject is life at the moment. My objective, be pure as can be. Be less a subject, more of a human being, so I be subject 45, Gen 0.
Welcome to the Smokin' Rhyme Show.
What are we here for? What do you truly want? When change is not enough, what do you do? What are we here for? What do you truly want? When change is not enough, what do you do? Let's talk about it, the problems we face. Let's fight hatred, no time to waste. The mind is naked, we can see it without an x-ray. Life is easy if we work together. We're the keepers, we're the people, we're all equal, filled with purpose. The past has pain, it'll drive you, even make you take aim. But together is where we should aim. Together is where we should. What are we here for? What do you truly want? When change is not enough, what do you do?
Listen to the Smokin' Rhyme Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
We're on the mic 10 p.m. to midnight with poetry.
Music and that cannabis talk.
What's going on, Big E?
Man, look. Living the life of a rock star
They're shooting a movie outside, people.
as lightning and thunder.
That too.
It's going to rain hard tonight, people.
Uh-huh. So don't be alarmed by the sounds effect.
How was your weekend, my brother? Do tell.
I feel like Daniel Petrucci, the handyman. I was working all weekend on my trailer, and I'm feeling the pains of that, but also I'm enjoying. I made a lot of what's the word I'm looking for?
Contacts?
No,
No.
I did a lot of work.
Progress?
I accomplished a lot. So I'm excited about that. My body's feeling it. Not so excited about that, but at the same time, the season's up on us, and I go racing in a few days. So I'm looking forward to that. How about yourself, man? How was your weekend?
Man, look. I dealt with marathon people the whole weekend, so we can talk about that later.
All right. Made me think of that Jadakiss song and Ghostface. Run.
Definitely. Hold on, there's a whole bunch of run. She's a runner, she's a track star. There's a whole bunch of run songs.
Yeah. You got to run sometimes.
Hey, give me one good leg and a new knee. I'm out there.
All right, so you were socializing with the marathoners.
Yes, ran into many language barriers and a lot of things. It was very hard.
Okay.
I felt like I was running.
Yeah.
Really tired, definitely.
It sounds like it, That's what it is, because it sounds like you're trying to buy a knee and a hip.
Well, if you can't communicate to someone where they have to go, then that means you have to take them.
Does it?
So I was putting in marathon miles.
I don't know. Tell that to the Home Depot guy that led me astray.
Well, that's all right. We can find him and go talk to him. Matter of fact, call him right now. See if we can interview him.
So you're going above and beyond, is what I'm saying.
That's my job. So,
You look at jobs differently from the other people, man.
Well, I take pride in whatever I do until I don't give a damn.
All right. All right. And your Easter was pretty good. Did you Easter hunt, any of that stuff? Did you?
When was Easter?
Pray the baby Jesus, any of that?
I'm not familiar with these terms, but no, I did none of the above.
Just checking.
Yes, definitely. Isn't today like President's Day or something? I don't know. What's the other holiday?
Tax Day?
I don't know.
Patriots Day?
Right? It's some holiday. I don't know.
Well, Easter was yesterday, so
yeah, this is true.
I mean, that's why I say that. Around the world, I mean, there's wars happening because of yesterday. Not wars, but some people didn't like what other people did, and they're unhappy about it now.
What he just said. So. I do not observe either or whatever holiday today is or Easter of yesterday, and I'm surprised I didn't know it was even here.
All right, you didn't put on your Sunday best?
What's that?
Just checking.
No, what is that?
Sunday best?
Yeah, what's that?
It's a term that Black Americans use when they get fancy.
Oh! I thought it was
a Sunday best.
I thought it was a song or a movie or something, and I just wasn't hip. No. None of that. No Sunday best.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. Just checking.
So we got an action-packed show lined up today, right?
Every show is always action-packed, Big E, but yes.
Action-packed.
It is, among other things.
Yes. From what I hear, the show only spawns winners, so you know.
Yes. It's been a while, right? It's been a while. We're going to keep the show rolling. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
We're on the mic 10 p.m. to midnight with poetry.
Music and that cannabis talk.
The Smokin Rhyme Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
We're on the mic 10 p.m. to midnight with poetry.
Music and that cannabis talk.
Yeah.
This is definitely a welcome to the Smokin Rhyme Show.
No doubt.
So what's good, bro? A lot of things going on.
Yeah, a lot of things going on, man. We got D-Best coming on the show in about 5 minutes or so.
D-Best, a.k.a. Dr. Beast, a.k.a. Don't start no issue, won't be none.
No doubt.
Yes, sir.
But I will say, we got to talk a little bit about health. As I get myself together.
So here at the Smokin Rhyme Show, we do partake of some things, and Rex 45 needs to clear his throat. Give him time.
Exhale a little bit. This week on the health topic, Big E, is what do you do when you're stuck?
So let me get this straight. You just wrote this show about me, knowing that I can't get back in the gym.
Right. Well, it wasn't about you when I wrote it.
I feel some type of way.
Well, I can't help you there. I can help you a little bit there, but I wasn't picking on you when I wrote this.
I've never experienced it, but sometimes they say when you go to church, it seems like the preacher's talking right to you. And right now, I feel like you shooting shots over my shoulder to let me know that I've been slacking in my pimping.
Is that when he says the heathens and the wrath?
When he says that one line, I know you went out last night. You looking like, how you know? Try to tell you, man. Look.
He's the one that spilled the drink on your shoes.
Right. He bought the first round. No, but I'm trying to get back in the gym. So do tell. We'll talk about that health for sure.
Well, I don't know how to tell or what to tell. I know that it is a problem for some folks and even myself.
So you just put me on the spot. You want me to explain it?
Yeah, you can explain it. I wasn't putting you on the spot, but I did have a conversation, for lack of a better way to express it, a client who was talking about struggling to get back in the gym because
it wasn't me then. Okay.
No, it wasn't you. See, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't you, and so much to the point where it's like they need someone to essentially set the regiment for them, pick them up, throw them in the car, take them to wherever, work out, and send them back home.
The 2 times that I worked out this year, that's exactly what happened. My boy called me and said, you want to go to the gym? I was like, yeah. So I went to the gym.
And that was it.
And the first time I went, I just happened to be at the car wash next door to the gym. And I was like, I know I didn't drive all the way out here just to get the car washed. And I go to the gym.
To the gym.
So I went.
So
but I find it very hard at this point. I'm not even sure what it is. Sometimes I have time, but I work a lot of hours. So filling that time with some more hard work doesn't feel right for some reason. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Recently I realized that I wear many hats, Big E. I realized that I'm a doctor sometimes. I'm an accountant sometimes. I'm a lawyer sometimes. So, yes, it makes sense, Big E. And I'm going to try to help you. Or someone who resembles what you're going through.
Right.
I call it baby steps. Some people get offended by the terms baby steps. But,
somebody got something against babies?
Yeah, I know, right? But you got to kind of have to just, bite off what you can chew. Sometimes,
have you seen me eat? That's why I'm in this current situation.
That's what I was gonna say. Sometimes you see that plate, and that plate, it's massive, but somehow inside you internalize that you can deal with that.
Oh, see, my eating habits are weird anyway.
No,
I can eat once a day, but it's just got to be a huge meal. That's all. So I mean,
so your meal and people like Big E's meal. You got to break it down into baby steps. And I'm not actually talking about a meal. I'm talking about when it comes to working out. Instead of sitting here projecting.
Look, I'm going to tell you, what you're about to say, I understand.
What am I going to say, Big E?
But I thought.
No, tell me what I'm going to say because you say you understand. So I want you to tell me.
I was going to start with baby steps. Maybe some push-ups here and there. I got dumbbells at home. I figured I would do just a little bit here and there. And I do nothing. I stare at the weight sitting at my feet while I'm playing video games. I do nothing.
So
I did 2 reps on the wheel. My stomach hurt for 5 days.
So you need is a boot camp type coach.
I don't know what I need. I don't know where my motivation. Usually I'm always on making myself better. That's usually my thing.
So what you're saying is you have no idea of what's going to make you get to work out.
And how seldom do I not have the answer for myself?
That's what I'm saying. So, for people like Big E, this is where you have to find some type of coach.
Or you could subscribe to Rex 45's gym where he just bashes you in the head with a stick, grab you, throw you in the van, and take you to the gym and work you out.
No.
No? That's not what we're pitching?
Okay. I tie you to the back of the car, and then I hit the gas, and your workout start when... Well, engine starts.
Honestly, the cardio part, my job keeps me extremely active, and I put in miles a day, every day. But it's just that's the whole point. I was walking around for 8 to 16 hours all day long, and then I get home, and I'm talking about, let's go to the gym.
Right.
Man, my body's like, no, we ain't going nowhere. We're going to sit here and put your gym clothes on when normally I just fall asleep right there anyway.
So people, this is the problem. It is difficult when you have this mindset. And I've been in this mindset. Big E's in this mindset right now. And a lot of us have been in this mindset. And what I will say is you're not alone. How you get out your situation, I think everyone's going to be different. But at the end of the day, would you say, Big E, you have the key to get out of the situation? You have what it takes to get out of the situation. Eventually you will get out of the situation? Or do you think that you need some intervention where somebody has to force you against your will?
Well, I definitely will. And I feel like it's a series of events that have led me to this spot. One thing would be the fact that my favorite gym closed, just out of the blue, no explanation, no nothing. No. And then my secondary gym is always filthy when I go in there. Towels laying all over the place. Nobody re-racks the weights. The floor in the bathroom is slippery. I don't like those things.
Right.
So now I got to make a decision. Do I get another membership on top of the 2 I already got?
No.
And go to the purple gym where everything's purple and yellow and gives me a headache, basically. You know what I'm saying? Where I have caught myself with 2 dumbbells in one hand because their weights only go to a certain height. So.
And they're not twins?
Nah. But see, that's just, I think that those, along with working long hours and being on my feet all day with the combo, it sucks the life out of me.
Okay.
I'm going to find my power, though.
Mm-hmm.
You can believe.
All right.
I may fall off the path. I might stray away. But one day, I'll be back.
People.
In my Arnold Schwarzenegger voice, I'll be back.
You're not alone in this thinking. And Big E help explain what I've been trying to say is that when it comes down to staying healthy consistently over time, sometimes we find ourselves in places where it's hard to get into the gym, hard to get up and do that push-up, that sit-up, hard to do all these things. You are not alone, but as Big E say, you have it within you, right, to fix that problem.
Change it at any time.
Change any time.
The funny thing is you're doing it for no rhyme or reason.
Mm-hmm.
But figure it out.
No doubt. We got one song we're going to play. We got D-Best coming up on the mic in a few. After you hit the gym and work out, there's only one thing to do, right, Big E?
I guess so.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. Roll, light, smoke, hey, roll, light, smoke, hey, roll, light, smoke, hey, roll, light, smoke. Break the spinners down in my rollie and I'm scrolling it up. We put the whole 7 in it, you ain't holding it up. Hitting 12 in the lane while we sparking it up. Rexy 45 and Big E, that's who the city show love. But the city been waiting, we been cooking and baking, planning, putting that cake in, plotting, moving and shaking. LeBron, Steph Curry with the rock, shake the pot. This some big boss cannabis talk, cultural elevation.
Ain't no telling where we taking this thing from here. It's 420 in this world somewhere. Outside, stay rolling it up. Up north, stay rolling it up. What's up? Ain't no telling where we taking this thing from here. If you feeling me, put one in me. West side, stay rolling it up. East coast, stay rolling it up. What's up?
Roll, light, smoke, hey, roll, light, smoke, hey, roll, light, smoke, hey, roll, light, smoke, hey. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah. Welcome. You already know what it is, the Pot Cafe. If you roll one and smoke one, I won't be mad at you. Or if you don't, I'm cool with that too. You know what I'm saying? You could be listening to the show for whatever reason, business reasons, personal knowledge. You know what it is. So, on the horizon, of course, you do know what today's date is, correct?
You asking me?
Yes, indeed.
I do.
What is today's date?
Today is March 18th.
So that means 420 is on the horizon, people.
It is on the
We have
horizon.
2 days to prepare.
What will you do, Big E?
Well, I'll be sampling multiple flavors, I would assume.
All right.
But
August boy.
we always wonder where 420 came from.
Mm-hmm.
And for those who don't know, 420 is a noun. It's in the dictionary as a noun.
Mm-hmm.
I put it there personally.
All right.
So it's a slang term to refer to marijuana or the act of smoking marijuana. April 20th, 420 is considered the
You either smoking or you ain't smoking. Ain't no act.
right. No, I mean, if you're in the presence of people of authority, maybe your mother and father, and you be like, hey, it's 420, and we'll just go. There's no discussion. Code word, 420.
Right. Time to go exercise.
Yes, definitely. You want to go read a book. But anyway, there are a few tales on how they describe that this national holiday even came about. And some of them are iconic. Some happened in the 70s, 1971.
Mm-hmm.
It was some students from San Rafael, California, referenced 420 when they were talking in class about smoking cannabis.
Uh-huh.
So, and they called themselves the Waldos.
Hey, man.
And
What you doing at 420? Huh?
what time is it? 420. They were like, no, it ain't. It's noontime.
I got this mean green.
I bet you do.
It's mean.
So, we all have code words for whatever we do. And in the 90s,
I will say, not to interrupt, my best code word was reading material.
Oh, yeah. That's why they go read a book.
I ain't gonna read a book. I'm gonna read some material.
So, in the 90s, High Times editor Steve Bloom saw a flyer at a Grateful Dead concert with a short story about 420. So, you know, there's multiple stories. Multiple. They're even saying that some people think Bob Dylan had something to do with it. In his song Rainy Day Woman.
Rainy Day Woman.
And 12 and 35, there at some point someone presumably. Yeah, what he said.
Did that, huh? They presumably.
It is 420, so you know.
Almost.
Yeah.
Well, it's always 420 on the Smoking Rhyme show.
Hey, every day to me is 420.
All right.
Or at least 3:30. Well, whatever.
It is. You're thinking of a different song and a different position, Big E. Isn't. Go ahead.
There's a scientific approach to the 420 as well.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying there's over 400 different compounds in the cannabis plant.
Okay.
So they're saying that nowhere is it stated that their number is exactly 420, but those are some of the claims. And most of that has to do with the policies that Congress have put forth because of the 400 plus chemical compounds.
Mm.
And it's nice to know that it's a good mix. Who could put 400 compounds together and come up with something so amazing?
Well, let's just say this: April is a pretty cool month because it has 420 in it. But it's also pretty cool that every day there's also 420 in it, twice a day, in AM or the PM. So there's multiple reasons to appreciate cannabis.
Yes, definitely is.
Depending on your ideology.
And in other 420 news, New Jersey will start their cannabis sales to the public the day after 420.
Mm-hmm.
Why they wouldn't do it on 420 is beyond me.
Well, you know.
I feel like that would be historic if they opened it on. But the 21st, they'll be selling adult 21 to adults 21 and older.
You do realize Big E only, I shouldn't say only, but most people that run for politics are kind of corny.
Oh,
they don't appreciate the artistic value in making this law become active on 420.
Yeah, they definitely don't see it, but I mean, at least it's close. The day after, so.
And that's pretty impressive. I said it that way because what I really wanted to say was.
This is the PG version, definitely.
No doubt. You listen to the Smoking Rhyme Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
We're on the mic most Mondays, 10 p.m. to midnight with poetry.
Music and the cannabis talk.
April is National Poetry Month.
Yes, it is.
We're talking about cannabis, and 420 is a big deal in April and in most months and in most days. What else you got, Big E?
Do we are we gonna get a live poem from one of my favorite artists, Rex45?
This month?
I was talking about today, but okay.
Oh well.
Okay.
Besides the opening show?
Yes, definitely.
So what you're saying is you want another poem?
Yes.
Well, I'll see what I can see.
I mean, just because it's the holiday, we missed last week, so
well,
I think you might want to hit him with two.
You didn't get the memo, but I was going to feature at the end of the month, Big E.
Oh,
and that
even
was
better.
Am.
Even better.
So, you know what I mean? We'll save it for that.
All right.
You know what I mean? But it is National Poetry Month.
Make sure you stay tuned for Rex45 Showcase at the end of the month, please.
Smoking Rhymes in general.
Definitely.
What else you got for the Pot Cafe? If not, I'm going to hijack and talk about some poetry.
Yes, indeed. We can talk about poetry. I got something for later.
All right, no doubt. It is National Poetry Month. Check out the IG page. We got some cool information on poetry, on cannabis, and other things. There's venues in Massachusetts that got poetry going on all across the board, so definitely put that in your search bar. And I gotta assume all across the country, if not even the world, man.
Definitely. I feel like people should be backed up with poetry from quarantine.
Their own poetry, or even reading, because there's a lot of dope poets out there.
Well, I'm assuming there's gonna be a avalanche of new material, so I'm looking forward to hitting a couple of spots myself.
It's called a flight deck, baby. Okay, all right. Nope. I understand what you're saying, Biggie.
Definitely.
I get some music.
That would be appropriate at this point in time.
You're listening to the Smoking Rhyme Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
On a mic 10 p.m. to midnight with poetry.
Music in that cannabis talk. It was real jazzy right there. I like that.
You know, we try around here, Big E.
Yeah, you know. Made me want to put my smoking jacket on and sip a cup of tea with my legs crossed. Or not.
I don't know how to answer that, man. But you can drink your tea. You can rock your jacket. It's up to you what you want to do with your legs.
Listen, it's a level of sophistication.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, I was in the vibe, bro. I was in the vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No doubt. It's National Poetry Month. Poets, people consider themselves poet, or people are considering to become poets, or just considering writing. If any other time, now is the time for you to do one of those things.
And if you're just a cunning linguist, you know, display your skills, please. that was correct, right? I mean, yeah.
Technically. Technically.
Yes, definitely.
But you walking a thin line. Thin line!
Look, man. For those who get it, you already know what it is.
Give us a shout. Well, don't give us a shout. Phone lines are down. We were supposed to have D-Best on, and technical difficulties.
Simply D-Best. Yes, he was supposed to be on. Good dude.
All right. We're going to have him on next week, or actually we got to figure out when this movie theater is going to finish. And, you know, we'll sort it out.
Yeah, we are in the shooting gallery, definitely. Yes.
So, Big E, I know in all your workings, did you catch any of the basketball yesterday?
Man, look. Shouts out to the Celtics fans. I think y'all booed as hard as the team played. I really think every moment, and most of y'all are fat and out of shape too, so you know what I'm saying, just like me. Y'all probably was winded, but you still booed. I'm proud of y'all. Let's not, you know, let's cut back with the profanities, but Kyrie sucks and all the booing is fine with me. How about yourself? Did you see the spin move ending on Kyrie with 0.5 seconds left?
Defense.
Hey, look,
you know how I feel about defense.
He was standing there watching. He wasn't defensing nothing.
You think about what he's going to put on his chicken wings after.
And my question is, since when?
I don't know why I said that.
Lemon pepper. Hey, since when does Marcus Smart draw a double team? I've never seen that in my life.
Listen. Marcus Smart, he's the Udonis Haslem of the Celtics.
I mean, but he's changed. He went from just straight defense to being able to handle the ball to sometimes he makes a good decision 40% of the time. 70% he was messing up. But now he's working it out.
I think he's always been the same player. I think he plays within his role. I don't think he's doing anything that's to me. And he's the longest Celtic right now, and I don't think he's doing anything that he hasn't done all year. I think he just have a different coach, and they're allowing him to evolve more. But I think his skill set's always been there. The defense has always been there. The ability to drop threes has always been there. The ability to shoot on the fast break has always been there.
Well, I always say that he reminds me of, he's a Draymond Green if Draymond Green could score. Because Draymond plays good defense. He makes good decisions passing the ball. He got good floor sense. But when it comes to scoring points, he's last on the list.
Yeah, Marcus Smart. I mean, I think the most disappointed Celtic was Jaylen Brown. And he probably, I don't know what his numbers are, but...
Disappointed or disappointing?
Disappointing.
Really? No, I think Jalen's solid, man.
No. I really do, because when Jalen and what's the other boy name? Tatum. When Brown and Tatum came out and came on the Celtics together, roughly about the same year, they were at the same level. But this season, I thought Jaylen Brown was going to have a breakout year, and it seems like it's Tatum who's Paul
Brown.
Pierce.
You know
Paul
Brown's
Pierce.
averaging 28.3 points. He's putting in work.
I
Him
understand
and
that,
Tatum been putting in 30s back to
yeah,
back.
that's what I'm saying. But he's putting in work. But Tatum is
That's because y'all are pushing him, just like you're doing right now.
I'm not
giving the brother his props.
I'm
you
just
putting Tatum ahead of him. I don't like Tatum.
All right, that's fine. You don't have to like
I think
him,
he's
but
a finesse player, and
his
sometimes
stats-
he needs to bring the hammer. Well, compare the two stats because Brown is right there with him.
he's like 8 points behind.
Right.
You just said it. Going by what you said.
So you're saying Tatum is scoring 35 points?
I'm saying that yes, exactly that.
He averages 35.
I'm not saying he averages,
Oh.
but what I'm saying is last night, and not even just last night. There's a lot of nights where Tatum is the superior. This season, Tatum has been the more superior player than Brown. Is that fair to say?
Of course not.
Okay, I think that's fair to say.
Because if you look at his records, Tatum has been more of a distributor in the games leading up to the playoffs. And his scoring really, I mean, he still gets his points 25, but he was doing other things. So I think they're both opposite players. One's finesse, one's power, and I think them together is a balance.
Okay.
And then you bring the defense of Marcus Smart in, and then you bring in the presence of Williams, even though he's injured.
But Tatum is playing D, big D. That's what I'm saying. Like Tatum is playing.
He plays D, but
no, he's playing big D.
If he's standing in the middle and somebody sees him, that's not going to deter them from dunking on his neck.
Last night he had block shots.
He better. It's the playoffs.
But he had block. So no.
And the only reason everybody gives him props is because of that one game he won.
No,
where he scored 50 in the last playoffs against Brooklyn.
I'm talking about last night's game.
I understand that.
I'm not talking about what other people are saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying is last night game. The defense was there just as good as Marcus Smart, and Marcus Smart probably should get Defensive Player of the Year. But last night Tatum shut down Durant, not shut down, right? But slowed down Durant. I mean, I'm not going to over exaggerate. He slowed. I mean, he blocked some shots, and they had a lot of had a lot of strips from Kyrie as well, you know. And all I'm just saying is that's my 2 cents on Brown and Tatum.
He's just
Tatum
saying
is
a new president for the
I wouldn't be surprised.
Tatum fan club.
I wouldn't be surprised if Brown is put on a few pounds in the off season.
I don't think so. But I mean, as a whole, they all work together, man.
No. Listen, we kind of bashed him at the beginning of the season with the new coach and all, and their record was atrocious in the beginning of the year, and they've definitely turned it around to where the coach may be coach of the year.
Well, he was expressing that there was mad problems in the beginning of the season with the COVID, people getting out for COVID. Remember, Tatum had COVID, and he said he still was feeling the adverse effects afterwards. So me personally,
yes, you personally,
I definitely was mad at the coach, but he still had to deal with a lot of different situations. After the playoff, after the All-Star break was a completely different show. We had 100% full squad. Everybody was in attendance. So, I mean, I give Udoka a little bit of props.
Okay. And what about the rest of the league?
The rest of them are garbage. I don't even know who's coming out of the West. Do you know who's coming out of the West?
Well, you got the Warriors playing somebody.
Yeah, well, they're one injury away from that being all over. So
you got the Grizzlies playing. Is it Timberwolves?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah,
I've been only able to follow the Celtics.
Timberwolves. So that's gonna be interesting. The Suns are playing somebody, but it seems like the Suns are eating everybody up. Who Dallas? What's his name? That he's hurt.
Djokovic? No, was it Nowitzki?
No.
Right. Hey man, life sucks without internet, man.
Keep joke. I can't. No, you got me all confused. Yes, thank you.
Djokovic, whatever.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. The Bulls got beat up by the Bucks.
Yeah, we already know that's what that's going to be.
Okay.
They tried. I want to see what Miami's going to do because there are two different teams depending on what night they're playing. One night they look amazing. The next night they're terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what goes on.
Okay.
How do you feel not having LeBron in the playoffs for the first time in a long time?
I feel fine.
Okay, just asking. I know. No, that's your guy.
Who?
I said I know that's your guy.
No.
Oh, it's not?
He's never been my guy.
You know, I might be confusing you with someone else.
You might be. I don't have a guy.
But I feel if we go through all the shows, and please feel free to do so.
Uh-huh. Oh, you go through and then you relay.
Oh, no, I'm telling
know.
our fans to. I'm not telling us to.
Yeah.
No. But I'm saying if they do want to go through all the shows, which I highly recommend.
You should go through the shows, but you'll not hear me sitting here saying I'm LeBron.
Some advocation for the King James.
I'm an advocate of good players, and at the time when I said it, LeBron James was a good player.
So now that he's not.
just saying.
All right, yeah. I have to agree.
All right, yeah.
But I must say, I felt personally like you were on his side a lot. So I just assumed you were.
Yeah, because he was a beast a lot. But not anymore.
Sometimes.
Not anymore.
Well, I mean, he still puts 30 on the board.
Yeah.
You know, that's a lot more threes and all, but that's where the league's gone now.
Honestly, I think Davis let LeBron down. Davis, I mean, he didn't let LeBron down. LeBron was you shouldn't make decisions when you're not comfortable. I think LeBron made decisions when he thought Davis was going to be a different player. But Davis has been the same player he's always been in New Orleans. Injury prone. He's always been injury prone from New Orleans to the Lakers, and I think that was a big letdown. I also think that they probably should have kept Rondo. They probably should have kept most of the squad that got them the ring, and they try to do something different, and they got to eat pie or whatever for it.
What's my boy with the balding spot that they traded the Lakers?
To the who's in the playoffs now?
Yeah, what's his name?
I know who you're talking about.
That was my boy, man. He used to dunk on everybody.
Yeah.
And they just got rid of him.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that.
Well,
at all.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah. So that's the part that's unfortunate. Like, you know, sometimes. Well, I mean, I don't coach an NBA team, but if I did, I would keep the squad that helped me got there and give them a shot to get me there again. And I think the Lakers and a lot of teams, they tend to dismantle teams thinking they're the reason why they got the chip versus they got lucky by getting the squad together. And then when they try to put a squad together after, it doesn't work out.
Man, that Corona Cup don't count. I don't even know why. Play half a season, take a month break, come back. I didn't like that.
So are you saying all these Corona babies don't count?
I didn't make none. So I really don't. It don't count to me. I didn't make none. Shoot, how did the most fertile man in the USA not make none? If I can't make none, then everybody could have just held back.
You quoting stats like that?
Hey, look, man. I'm famous for shooting up the club. Not on my own.
Yeah, listen to the Smokin Rhyme Show. And not literally, maybe literally, but not what you think. You listen to the Smokin Rhyme Show. My name is Rex25.
Big E.
We're on the mic 10 p.m. to midnight with poetry.
Music and that cannabis talk.
And that was sports. I can't even talk about, I don't know if I'm ready to talk about what time is it. We got a few.
Well, we know the marathon went popping off, too. So we know that, who was that? Was it Nigerians this year? Who was it?
I'm going to let you tell it.
Hey, look, man, without the internet, I'm just as dumb as everybody else.
All right, so the marathon happened today in Boston.
Yes, indeed. Went out without a hitch. No bombings, no nothing reported.
No, nothing reported. And since it's been off its normal schedule for the last couple of years, it was back in full force. There was a lot of people in Boston over the weekend, which is a pretty big deal because, again, we have not had a lot of people in the city post-pandemic. I don't know if you want to say post, but continuing pandemic.
Well, we know that the marathon was run in October.
Last year.
I mean, that went pretty well.
And the year before that, jog on your back porch if you could.
Right. Jog in front of the camera so we know. Yeah, so I mean, knowing them, they'd be like, well, why don't we have 2 a year now? We could always do one in April, one in October. You know how they get down, but it was good that it went out without a hitch, no issues, especially with the series of mass shootings that have been happening all over the country. You know, there's one, the subway one, which is close to us in New York.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's always wild. Always wild.
And then there was a shooting in North Carolina. I believe that one was at the mall or something. It was it's just been crazy. So most of these people they're catching, but there was also an Airbnb party that was shot up with over 200 rounds of ammo.
Right. I mean, can you think about that? Next time you go to your Airbnb, you're gonna bring 200 rounds with you just in case.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna leave these in the trunk just in case. No, that was ridiculous.
Not even a round, 200 rounds.
That's ridiculous. And who could you have pissed off that you tried to murder everybody?
Right.
That's crazy.
Did the DJ make the needle skip?
I'm pretty sure he skipped out the back window if he was smart. And then there was a shooting in Chinatown as well, in our own neighborhood.
I guess you can't.
2 guys got shot in the head. A chase ensued. It's 2 guys from Florida. So it's real crazy out there.
It is pretty crazy. You listen to the Smokin' Rhyme Show. My name's X45.
Big E.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rock Cafe.
Roll, light, smoke, hands, roll, light, smoke, hands, roll, light, smoke, hands, roll, light, smoke.
Break the spinners down in my rollie and I'm scrolling it up. We put the whole 7 in it, you ain't holding it up. Hitting 12 in the lane while we sparking it up. Rex and 45 and Big E, that's who the city show love. But the city been waiting, we been cooking and baking, planning, putting that cake in, plotting, moving and shaking. LeBron, Steph Curry with the rock, shake the pot. This a big boss, cannabis talk, cultural elevation. Ain't no telling where we taking this thing from here. It's 420 in this world somewhere. Outside, say rolling it up. Up north, stay rolling it up. What's up? Ain't no telling where we taking this thing from here. If you feeling me, who want it? West side, stay rolling it up. East coast, stay rolling it up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rock Cafe.
Welcome. You already know what time it is. If you got one, smoke one, roll one, toke one. So we're going to go through some of the headlines around the nation. And,
Okay.
we're going to see what you think. I know I touched on 420 in Jersey, but not only are they they're opening their adult purchase shops on the 21st, but also the governor of New Jersey announced that the police will be able to use off-duty. So they'll no longer be subject to drug testing for cannabis.
Word.
And seeing as they have a high-stress job, I understand that. You know, sometimes it's hard to shut down after work. So that's a plus. Hopefully they're setting an example for all the other states of what to do. Because I'd rather the cops be smoking a little than coming to work, drinking a fifth, and coming to arrest you.
No doubt.
And then the feds also agreed to return over $1 million in cash to a marijuana dispensary from an armored car transport that they seized. And this was the problem with the states legalizing marijuana. Now, at any point in time, the federal government can step in whenever they see fit and be like, but it's illegal. So they've been seizing money from cannabis companies under certain acts, and it's just crazy. But it's nice to know that they're giving it back, and they're quoted by saying, giving the money back is the right thing to do.
Oh, really?
Not really?
They're being forced to.
Right? And it's called the Federal Civil Forfeiture Law.
Okay.
So they can just come in whenever they want and be like, yeah, it's federally illegal. We're just gonna take your money. Yeah.
about right.
We'll hold this $1 million for you. And we know Schumer. Is he the leader of the Democrats, I believe, in the House? And he's working on his legalization bill, and he said they're pushing back the date for it, so they need more time. And the problem is because they're trying to extend the timeline because a lot of the stuff that they're putting into the bill is taking long to finalize.
Okay.
And they're called provisions, whatever that is. Look it up, because I'm unable to. But I'm still sharing with you. You know what I'm saying? And New York also is setting records because they've legalized cannabis, and now they're giving cannabis growers a tax break, the same tax break that they gave beer companies. You know, when they started all those microbreweries, and they gave them tax breaks to set up. So now they're giving growers a tax break, or they should be.
Nice.
Is what it's saying. So I mean, once they're saying it's the same as alcohol. Once it starts being treated the same, I feel like that will all benefit at some point in time. Because I mean, there's people still going to jail at this current time for marijuana, mostly in the Midwest, but still.
Right.
It's wrong, man. Wrong. Do like they used to do us back in the days. Take the weed and keep it. That's what the police used to do.
Let us be free.
Please. And not only that the military is proposing to reduce cannabis penalties and treat them the same as alcohol infringements.
Wow.
So, I mean, everybody seems to be getting in line. I feel like everybody's lining their ducks in a row, changing legislation, all waiting for the big one.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm all for it. Keep the ball rolling. Let's get all of our young people involved. Y'all know how y'all like to fight for things, even the dumb stuff. So, jump on board. We need help.
Let's make it happen. It's the Smokin' Rhyme Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
Listen to the Smokin' Rhyme Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
We're on the mic 10 p.m. to midnight with poetry.
Music and that cannabis talk.
You're finally becoming the man you're supposed to be.
Skeet, my son Seaman. He's in the Navy. He's a seaman.
We'll be back next week with more poetry, more music, and more cannabis talk. It is the Smokin' Rhyme Show. I want to shout out to all the sponsors. Healing Hand Massage. Definitely check them out. Put it in the search bar. Woodcraft, Armor Body, Hindle Exhaust, HY Clothing. Anyone
Rex
else?
405 Racing.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
Make sure you
405
cop
Racing.
your hot HYs and your Smokin' Rhymes t-shirts for the summer.
No
you
doubt.
already know.
You already know what it is.
Hit up the Smokin' Rhymes page.
No doubt. Shows are recorded. You can check it out on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud. Shout out to all the folks on Twitch. Appreciate you tuning in. You can also check it out on
Twitch.
YouTube as well. We're everywhere. Everywhere, Big E.
Yeah, you might take a crap and it looks like the Smokin' Rhyme Show. We're everywhere.
And you call it That's the Ish.
You
That's
already
the
know.
Ish. I'm going to check it out because it's the Ish. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
We'll be back next week.
Yes, sir.